Oh, I can hear you guys now. Ooh, Tanek, you're playing against bots. Why you got bots in your gameplay, Tanek? Ooh. You'll find out when we get into the discussion of today's video. Gamers and gameheads, what is going on? My name is Tanek127 and welcome back to another video. And guys, in today's video, I want to talk to you all a bit about Gigantic, but we're going to be expanding today's topic into something a little bit more. Do enjoy the gameplay in the background. This is some Gigantic PS5 gameplay, courtesy of Gearbox slash Art Games. So special shout out to them for hooking me up with the review key. And let's go ahead and talk about today's topic. So, Gigantic has been re-released on all platforms. This is probably one of my highlights of this year in gaming. Probably one of the biggest things I'm excited about next to No Rest for the Wicked and V Rising. And if you've been around here on the channel, you know how excited I am for those two games. But Gigantic has been out for just probably close to a week now by the time you guys are watching this video. I'm recording this over the weekend. And Gigantic's having one big problem. That is server issues, server queues, game crashes, stuff like that, especially on the PlayStation 5. And that's where I'm going to get to my point why I'm playing a bot match. I want to main this game on PS5, but I'm not dealing with the issues that I've been seeing on Reddit and stuff like that people are talking about out there. That's been freezing the consoles, making their consoles brick up and stuff like that. No. So therefore, I will jump into online matches once this is patched. I am not hard resetting my PS5, risking damaging it or anything like that. I mean, unless one of you guys who don't like my bot matches want to toss me $500 to buy another one. My PayPal's right in the description. I'm not doing that. No, I'll deal with the bot matches until the problem's fixed. I don't think it's going to take very long. Gigantic is technically a re-release after all, with some new content and features. So I'm confident they'll have this fixed in a timely fashion. But this is one problem that's really been plaguing the game industry that I actually talked about in a video that I made just a week ago. And in this video, I was saying, this needs to change. It's getting old. And in that video, I was actually ranting a lot about one of the future games I want to play, No Rest for the Wicked, because they are doing the whole PC early access, console later deal. Well, Gigantic kind of suffered from the same thing. Let me explain, just not so in depth. So Gigantic was out before. It was out on Xbox and PC platforms. And then it got re-released this year after being shut down to going multi-platform, launching on everything. I'm talking all current gen platforms, PC and Epic Games, and even last gen, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. This game is out on everything but Nintendo Switch. And I am positive that they even, depending on how successful it is, they even may try and make that work eventually. Like, no lie. Perfect World and Gearbox, they have a track record with bringing things on Switch. These guys got Borderlands 3 to run on the Nintendo Switch. I'm positive they can get Gigantic running on Switch. But like I said, this brings me to a problem. So Gigantic had one beta when it was, announced. It was a small beta for a few days that was, guess what, just supported by one platform, Steam. They ran a Steam beta for a couple of days and then, continued development and released the game. Why? And then you wonder why your game launches with so many problems. You have what? PS5, PS4, that's 2. Xbox Series X and S, that's 2 more. That's 4. PS4 and Xbox One, that's 6. You have the configurations of Xbox One X and PS4 Pro, that's technically 8. And then, of course, PC, but yeah. So technically 9 different variations of consoles. And you only tested it on Steam. And then you wonder why it launched with bugs. Like, no disrespect to Perfect World or anything. Like I said, they hooked me up with the review key for this video. Not Gearbox Art Games. They've changed their name so many times. I'm losing track. But The game industry needs to stop doing this. You need to do public beta tests for all of your platforms. Why do you think Call of Duty does it like that every year when they release a game? They release a game that's so similar, that runs so much the same, that feels such the same, but yet they beta test their game, regardless how similar it is. They've been using the same engine for decades. They beta test their game faithfully on all platforms every year. It's in Call of Duty, they still have rough launches sometimes, but at least they test it on everything. And as much, as gritty, and say whatever bad you want about Activision and Call of Duty and the mistakes they make, is Lord willing, they are not perfect, but that's a whole nother can of worms for another video. But they test their game on everything. And why do you think their launches aren't as bad? I don't know when these game developers are going to learn. You launch this game on PS5, PS4, Series X and S, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PS4 Pro, and Xbox Series X. Every single one of these machines having their own special configurations. And the only thing y'all tested was PC. And then you're wondering why PS5's having so many crashing issues. You get disconnects on this platform and that platform. And then not to mention the PC players, they're also feeling the mix of all this trouble, because guess what? They're cross-play with us. Why release cross-play games if you're not going to cross-play test them? I don't understand. And I hope this game, despite how, how little this game is right now, don't get me wrong, it's doing amazing compared to its last release, but it being, a smaller, not known as well game, I hope this gives an example just, for some developers to say, hey, maybe we really do need to suck it up, work around certification, and alpha and beta test on more platforms. I don't know how many more times we have to run into this issue before people realize this is what we need to do. Rant over. Gamers and gamettes, let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. Anyway, y'all enjoyed today's video. Smash that like button. I will see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Have a good one.